Hey, Jill, I don't know if you're still here. I was running behind. Jill's comfort zone. I don't know if you're still here, but I was running behind. Hey, Sonya. I think Jill was in here and she left. I think I set this live maybe 30 minutes ago. Maybe. Hey, Sonya. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday, everybody. Sonya says hello, 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 Lines Pride in chat. Yes, hello, chat. Hello, everyone in the chat. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? I hope you guys are doing good. It's Friday. It's Fun Day Friday. So I hope you guys are doing well because it is officially the weekend. It's it's officially the weekend. Are you off work yet? I know it should be after 5 everywhere. Everywhere by now, except the West Coast. And West Coast, it's almost 5 o'clock. It's almost 5 o'clock. Hey Jazzy T, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Hey Jill, you're back. I'm glad you're back, Jill. Jill, did you wonder where I was? Girl, I went like 15 minutes longer on my elliptical, so I was running behind. I was running behind. I was about to go live. I thought you forgot. You know what? No, I just, sometimes when you're working out, like I may not work out tomorrow. Sometimes I take a day off. And so welcome, Jazzy T. I'm glad to have you. Glad to have you, glad to have you, glad to have you. Come on, get up and move with us. I don't know what you're doing, Jazzy T, but if you're not busy, walk with me. Walk with me. Walk around the room. Walk around your house. Walk around the block. Wherever it is, just get up and walk. But if you don't want to walk, if you're not in a situation right now where you can walk, that's okay. That's okay. Just I'm glad you're joining us. No, I didn't forget, Jill. I figure I'm not sure if I'm going to like actually work out tomorrow. I might do a walk, but I'm not sure if I'm going to work out. So I went like an extra 15 minutes just to get in an extra 15 minutes. Yeah, I know doggone well this. I know doggone well this mosquito truck is not about to come through here again. Sonia says hello and welcome in everyone. Jill says I got off early today, so I'm relaxing. I know that's right, Jill. Relax, 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 and unwind. Relax and release. Jazzy says, okay, I'm on my way home. Okay, okay. Well, I'm glad to have you. Drive safely. And again, thank you for joining. I don't, Jazzy T, have you been in my live chat before? You may have, and I've forgotten. But if not, it doesn't matter. I'm just glad to have you here today. And I truly appreciate you. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming into the live. I really, really do. So, yes, I worked out like extra few minutes. So I'm cooling down now. I'm cooling down now. So no, it wasn't the it wasn't the it wasn't the mosquito truck, yeah. Y'all know, y'all know I thought it was the mosquito truck. It wasn't the mosquito truck. Thank goodness, because I did not want to smell those fumes. Jill says, I'm waiting for my girls to come back with the groceries and then we are going to find something to watch on Netflix. Jill, that's what I'm gonna do too. When I get done, I'm gonna go in, take a shower, and utilize my Netflix. Utilize my Netflix because I don't watch it that much. I'm like, why have it? Why do I have it? It's kind of the same thing with cable. You get so tired of, I think some things we've just grown so accustomed to that we just have it. and we have intentions on like downgrading or getting rid of certain things, and it seems like nothing is stopping you, but you just procrastinate. Have y'all been like that? Hey, my chef found this wine. My line's pride, Jill's comfort zone, sis, Sonya, everyone. Chef found this wine. Speaking to everybody in the chat, y'all give Chef found this wine a nice big welcome for me. Welcome to the chat. Welcome into the live. Welcome to any and everyone who comes across this live, whether you hit the live chat or you hit the replay. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your plans are for the weekend. And look, let me know if you have some things, like kind of like spring cleaning. You just get rid of the things that you don't need. How many of you guys have said or you have intentions on getting rid of things, especially things that you pay for and you just haven't done it yet? You're still paying for it. You don't really need it. Sometimes it's just, you know what? I think we have separation anxiety, detachment syndrome, or something. There's so many things that a lot of us, we sometimes say we don't need this or we're going to get rid of it. And then the next thing you know, that bill has rolled around again. Hey, Spiky. What's up, Spiky? Welcome to the live. Yes, y'all see what Sonya says. Please thumbs up this live. If you don't mind, I would greatly appreciate it. It just takes a second. If you run back out there and thumbs it up, you can just run right back in, or you can thumbs it up as you leave. It doesn't matter. But you know what? Even if you don't thumbs it up, you're in here, and I appreciate it. I truly, truly appreciate it. You donated to Goodwill, Sonya? Yeah, yes, spring cleaning. Sometimes we do spring cleaning. Sometimes we do that fall cleaning, especially when it comes to clothes. Hold on a second, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. There, someone had a lot of music, and they said you could probably still hear it, but you know how it is. I probably shouldn't say anything. I don't want to bring attention to it, but I guess too late now, huh? I'm like, it seems like when people see you walking, especially certain people that I pass by, they instantly start playing music, and I'm like, do you know I'm live or something? Do you know I'm live? Sonya says hello, chef. Hello, Sonya. Not Sonya, Spiky. I'm sorry, my bad. Spiky says hello, Sonya, and hello, chef. I guess Sonya's not saying hello, Sonya, huh? But y'all, it's like, yes, fall cleaning, I guess. Sometimes you just gotta get rid of some things, go through your summer clothes, your spring clothes, and take them to Goodwill, trash them if it's something. I never take anything to Goodwill that I wouldn't wear. Um, some stuff I see people bring in there, I'm like, really? Like, really? You could have just thrown that away. That's my thing about that. Whenever you take something into a place, and sometimes people donate furniture and things like that, make sure that you're giving someone something that you would still use again, or make sure you're giving someone something that you would give a family member. Because I'm sure you wouldn't give your family member something that's just so raggedy that it just needs to be thrown away. Y'all would be amazed at some of the things that you see people bring into like Goodwill places, charity, places that accept clothing to be donated as charity. You would be surprised at the things that people bring in. But yeah, I hope these keys aren't getting on your nerves, but I have to gotta have my, I got my stuff on my key. I got my stuff on my key ring. I got a lot of things to help me out on this key ring, y'all. Hey, Tamika. Good evening, Lunch Friday. Everyone in the chat, happy Friday. Happy Friday, Tamika. Happy Friday. What do you have planned for the weekend? So yeah, it's just like um, you know, getting rid of clothing. Sometimes you just gotta. cut off some of those cut off some of those unneeded, unnecessary bills that we have. And cable is one, y'all, that I've been cutting off for a year and hadn't cut it off yet. Hadn't gotten rid of it yet. Cable is something that I really, really do need to get rid of, but it's just like you become so like complacent. Like you say you're going to do it. Like I say I'm going to do it. And guess what? I don't think about it until when? Until that bill comes out. Because even though I don't watch a lot of TV, people in my house watch TV or they watch certain things that cable still offers. But I told everyone, whatever you watch on cable, find it in a streaming service. Because I'm sure right now, out of all these streaming sources and services, whatever you're watching on cable, I'm sure that there's a streaming source or service that has it and more. So, and guess what? They've actually done that. They actually went through cable, found everything that they like, and they were like, okay, this is what I can do without. This is what I like. And then they found the streaming services that provide the same shows or better. I've just hadn't had the cable disconnected. Like, I don't know. I haven't, but I need to. I need to because it's too much. And we're at a point right now, y'all, where these companies, these utilities, other companies like nation companies, international companies, these national chains, they're just increasing the cost of services just because they can. Just because it's like, they can do it anytime. But some of them are just doing it because they see that everybody else is doing it. And what's the big excuse for it? Inflation. Okay, there's inflation. You're increasing because of inflation, but you're offering me nothing else in addition to that. Because, I mean, like food, okay, we all know that food is going to go up from time to time. You know, sometimes it's just it's just a little bit, less than a quarter or so, less than 50 cents. That happens whether we're going through inflation or not. That happens. That's what they do. But this other stuff, like people are telling me that their power bills, no matter who's your power source, they're saying that the power bills are like doubling almost. Some are saying that their water bills, that they're just getting increases like every few months. They're just doing it to do it. And I honestly think that some of the heavyweights in the United States, the powers that be, they truly would like for this to be like a third world country or something. Hey, Annie, because if you continue to increase and increase and increase, but the one thing they don't want to increase is your federal minimum wage. So you continue to have all these increases. You see that people are barely making it. People are struggling. You know, there are families living like adult children are at home and at no fault of their own. They work, but everything's just so expensive. It's overpriced. And it's like just because they see some do it, then these services, they just do it. Others do it. So just because they see some do it, others do it. Hey Annie, hey cool gamer. Just because they see some do it, others do it. And it's just wild. And so, a lot of times people are very critical, especially of adult children living at home. Well, I'm going to tell you, if there hasn't been a time in the past 10 to 20 years that adult children should maybe stay at home, it's now. It's now. What the chef says. Chef says, I got my fire stick. Yes, yes, chef, yes. And see, and I have one. So it's like I have no excuse. Like, just drop it. But I think, like again, I think we become complacent and we just get so used to seeing certain things. But the way to beat that is to just drop it. And readjust and get used to seeing certain other things. And honestly, you even find things that are better once you drop cable, to tell you the truth. You find things that are more interesting because all cable is to me is a bunch of channels with a bunch of reruns from the 80s and 90s, the early 2000s. That's what cable is. And I know some people like that. But in this day and age, you can find that too. I think sometimes we just have a, I don't know, we just become complacent and we almost have a loyalty that we are not even aware of. It's like a subconscious and unconscious loyalty. And so you have to just cut the string. Let that bill go. Let that bill go. Annie says, Happy Friday. Everybody speaking to Annie. Annie speaking back. Same old TV shows, right? Chef says, Hey, Annie. Yes, I like cowboy boots. Sonya, I do. In fact, I need some. I mean, I was reading Chefs. Let me see. I got my Fire Stick, so it replaces the cable. I just have to keep my Wi-Fi bill paid. Right. That's like $36 a month. Exactly. Exactly, Chef. Exactly. I'm like, so I know it's just a complacency. Just gotten, I just, you're busy and you're doing stuff. And, when you call them to say, hey, I just want to let this go, they want to talk to you for 30 minutes trying to convince you to stay. And I'm like, that's part of me not wanting to deal with that. Because I don't like being rude to people. I know it's their job, customer retention. When you say, hey, look, I'm done, have no more time to be paying this extra money for nothing. It's like they're going to take like at least 20 to 30 minutes to try and convince you otherwise. And y'all, a lot of them will, if they get you to reconsider and say, hey, well, let us call you back in a few days and just see. They've done half their jobs. They've done half their jobs. Because whether they call you back or not, they're gonna probably still get you at least for another month or two. At least. They're gonna get you another month or two because once you make the decision to do it, if you don't go ahead and do it, and they get you to say, hey, well, we'll do this to keep you. And then the first thing you know, you're saying, let me think about it. And then it's 2 or 3 months have passed and they won't call you back intentionally because they don't, they want to, yeah, they want to give you that time to think about it so that you can forget about it. Sonya says, girl, I was looking for a pair of cowboy boots. Lady T got me wanting to pair. Oh, you know what? I gotta go over there and check her out because I have not seen her in a while. She uploaded a video not too long ago, and I intended on watching it, and I got busy and I didn't watch it. But yeah, Lady T and her mom and her whole family, when her brothers are there, her nieces and nephews, I love them. So what color were they, Sonya? Or what did they look like? Like what was it just the fact that she was so in love with her boots, or what about the boots made you want a pair? Because cowboy boots are cute. I was about to say cowboy. Y'all remember we talking about that yesterday? Mispronouncing words, running words together, enunciation, the pronunciation of words, the way we enunciate. Sometimes people want to, they want to laugh at it, make fun of it, as if they don't ever create words that don't exist. Y'all, sometimes we create words that don't exist, but they know what you're talking about. We create words that don't exist, but they know what you're talking about. They know exactly what you're talking about. So yes, Sonya, I saw a pair of red ones recently that I want. So yes, I do. I do. I I don't go out of my way to buy them, but if I see a pair that I really like, then yeah, I'll get them or I make plans to get them. Because sometimes when I'm in the mall, you run across things and you're like, oh, you weren't even looking for it. And you just kind of run across it and you're like, okay, I can get with that. I can get with those. But Chef, where is Chef? If you're still in here, let us know when you'll be traveling for your job. Let us know. And let us know if you're already there. Let us know if you're already there. Jill says, hey, Chef. You're back, Jill. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glad to have you back. Chef Finest Wine was in here telling us about getting that uh fire stick and just having that $36 Wi-Fi bill. But he's so true. That is so true. And so I think I just procrastinate on it. And I need to stop doing that. Because once I do cut it, I'm gonna be fine. That's just like I always talk about stuff like nails and hair and stuff like that. Why go pay those people all that money? It's okay for like with me, like for occasions, special occasions. Yeah, maybe go to, the beautician, go to the nail salon. But I don't, I'm not with that because to me, it's just extra money. And, it is now. I love the fact that people can make money by providing that service. I do. But it's just a service for me that I don't utilize because I'm natural. So with my hair. So if I, want a different hairstyle, that's what they make wigs for. And you can go buy you wigs of all different shapes, types, colors, textures, and throw them on. And then most importantly, you could just wear your own hair. Like, and then you have these young people in your family that they know how to do hair and stuff without you really going to a beautician. Put those young hands to work. Put those young hands to work. And better yet, just do it yourself. Learn to do it yourself. Doesn't matter what age you are. There are a lot of things that we go to other people to do for us that we can just learn ourselves. Now, I know sometimes people, are under time constraints. So it's better to just say, hey, I'm not going to deal with it. And that's fine. Because, like I said, there's nothing wrong with those people providing those services because those services allow them to make the money that they use to take care of themselves, to take care of their families. I'm just not big on going to the nail salon every 2 weeks or every month. However, see, I don't even know what the regular time is. I know it used to kind of be like what every 2 weeks, people are going to either get them redone or get like fill-ins. And my thing is like, what's a fill-in? Like, do you? I know it's kind of like a refresher or the fixed one or something like that. I'm like, then I end up hearing them say, well, I'm going to give my nails a break. So I don't knock it. I have nothing against it. But I mean, I'll just grow some. Like, I'll just grow some. And maybe then I might go and like maybe let them do them professionally as far as just polishing them or something if I need to. Like I said, special occasions, those are different for me. Maybe then, but usually even then, not so much. I don't know. I just think there are a lot of ways that we can kind of save money, like especially now. When things weren't so bad, like maybe 2018, 2019, before y'all know what happened. you know, there are some things that you can kind of splurge on. And it's always good to treat yourself. If getting nails done is a treat for you, that's fine. Do that. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying for me, and I think for some people, like I need to find a way to just cut this cable. I need to take time just to see, like right now, like tonight. I'm not gonna go do it tonight. I'm gonna shower, and I'm just gonna get ready for the weekend. Just prepare for the weekend, even if it's just get some rest, go out and treat myself out to something to eat. You know, that's that's all I'm gonna do. I thought I heard the baby say hi. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna do. And see the money that I take to do that, I could probably the money I could just take myself, get something really nice to eat. So I don't knock it. I just feel like I can do something more with it. And that's just why I talk about the cable bill. I could just cut that bill. And even if you save it, just save it. Save it. Whatever your cable bill is per month, you could save it and see how much you have. Well, you can figure out how much you'll have in 6 months to a year's time, but just save it and just keep saving it. You know, a lot of people may say that's not going to be a lot of money, but it will be a lot of money if you hit hard times or on a rainy day. So, you know, with the way things are now, it seems like the top dogs in this country want us living check to check for sure. Check to check for sure. Let me reach y'all's comments to see. Hey, Chef. Oh, not Chef. I meant to say Sugar Daddy. Hey, Sugar Daddy. Hey, bro. I'm going to California. Yes, yes. So what did you say? I missed it. I've been running my mouth. I missed it. What did you say, Chef? I'll be traveling for my job on October 17th through the 27th. Okay, and if they are extending it, I will stay longer. Yes, yes, congratulations. Congratulations again. So happy to hear that. Jill says, first I had another device. My mom brought me and the girls. I was without cable for years until about 4 years ago. Okay, so how do you like it, Jill? How do you like cable? Yes, Sugar Daddy, walking, walking, walking. Jill says, that's awesome, fine. Where are you going? Everybody's speaking to Sugar Daddy. He's speaking back. Chef is going to California. And I told him to make sure that you play. Make sure that you play. It's hospital work. Okay, I got you, Chef. Well, make sure to have some fun after hours. Make sure to go just enjoy yourself. Just get some, experience. Chef, of course, you're going to experience all the fine dining you can, and then splurge on the cheap stuff. They got a lot of nice stuff. They got a lot of cheap places that are the bomb. And they got, of course, those upscale restaurants. Just enjoy yourself as much as you can. We wear mostly braids here. When not wearing braids, we wear ponytails and keep on moving. Okay, Sonia. Yes, yes. I mean, do something where like maybe you could pay a young person to do it. You know, I don't mind that. But sometimes you go to some of these salons. Oh my gosh! Now their hair work is beautiful. Now, most of them, the work is beautiful. But I'm just saying, like that's just I could just do something else with that. I could really do something else with that money. Jill says, "Oh my, I wish I could go with you." Fine. Jeff. Jeff says, "If you want to link, I can get you in." Jill, look, see what I'm talking about? Making connections, making connections. Jill says, "Yeah, I'm not into going to get my nails done. Them folks' nails had my nails messed up for a long time." Really, Jill? See, yeah, that's another thing too. That's another aspect. I'm like, they do so many people's nails a day, and like, this is a this is a thing with me. How thoroughly do they clean? The equipment. How thoroughly do they clean the stuff that they use? I'm just not into that. I'm not into going somewhere where hundreds and hundreds of people come through there a day, every day. Of course, you go to your doctor's appointments and stuff like that, but hopefully, they truly know the importance of that. And everybody's about making money, but hopefully, when you go and you get your appointments and stuff like that, as far as like your medical appointments, hopefully, prayerfully, they of all people know the importance of cleanliness. But when you're going to these like services for hair and nails and stuff, like, yeah, some of the best, just like cooking, some of the best cooks. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Have y'all ever been in a situation where in your town you hear that so and so is the bomb cook, or this restaurant has bomb food, and you go in there and they stay nasty? I'm not gonna even lie to you, they nasty. They cook nasty. You be like, okay, I won't be coming back here again. No wonder the food's so good. A lot of times, when it comes to food, y'all, a lot of times it tastes so good. and, and then you start to hear, oh, she don't do this or he don't do that. And I'd be like, dang, no wonder the food tastes so good. Now that's food that I can't eat. Jill says, well, I'm working. Is that a weekend fine? Okay, okay. Jill, my nails be sore after they be removed. I just can't do it anymore. Right. I just can't. Like, I know they say beauty, the cost of beauty. I know that's like a saying, like it costs to be beautiful. No, it doesn't. God makes you beautiful in his image. Like you are beautiful. You just keep up what you keep up what you got. Keep up your natural things. If you gotta go get nails and they hurt or they feel bad or they become infected, and I know sometimes, slip ups happen, but why go through that? And you don't have to. Chef says, Sonia, for years I used to, and I've worked at this agency before who asked me to work at this hospital in California for a week. Okay, that's great. Okay, so with it being an agency, you have a lot of opportunities, probably fine. They probably come along from time to time. No, it's during the week. Okay, so week job. Jill says, oh wait, I'll be going away to my friend's cabin that weekend. Oh, Chef Finest Wine, congratulations. Okay, fine. Y'all, I'm so behind. I love to go to California. Yes, Jill. Yes, Jill. Have you ever been? Chef says, Jill. Now that's what's up. Okay, now that's what's up. I love camping. Yes, 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 Sonya. That mess ain't for me. Sonya, thank you. Oh, I'm staying in my hotel and work. I won't be mingling like that because I don't know that area. Okay, okay. What? Well, I won't ask you that. I won't ask you that. Yeah, yeah. You know how to do fine. You know how to do. Sonya says, I love the ladies who does our braids. Uh, it's a nice place. She only deals with you, no one else. Sitting in there looking all mean and crazy. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes when you go to get those braids and stuff done, you got people sitting there looking all mean because they scheduled them and they know that they don't have time to really get them in, and they could have been doing something else all day. Jill says, thanks, Sonya. Chef says, y'all ever tried? Yes, yes, it's so good. I could be, yes, yes, it's so good, Chef. It's so good. Jill says she won't really be camping. They just have a cabin and they wanted me to join them so I can get some relaxation. That's good, Jill. A lot of people just go, so they can relax and stuff. Jill says, fine, you better mingle. Chef says, yes, you deserve the relaxation. You gonna vlog? Yeah, Jill, I think he should try some restaurants, but I really don't know what area he'll be in. So I get what he's saying, but I would, if I could, with a group of people, I would definitely, if I were him, I would try to mingle. Or just not even really mingle, just experience some of those restaurants. I'm not going to vlog fine. It's gonna be me, my Kindle, some wine, and a piece of mind. Chef says, yeah, I don't know. I have to see, but I guess I have no choice because I do have to eat. Yep, you do. You do. But I understand, especially if you want to be focused, fine, and like you said, you don't know the area. But if you can, do it. Even if it's just a couple of places. And at least the next time you go, because hopefully they'll send you again. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you like it. And maybe you have the opportunity to go again. As Jill says, now you know you gotta eat. Yeah, yeah. And I'm telling you, some of those places, they have some great, great places out there to eat. They do. They got some great places out there to eat. He'll definitely enjoy it. He says, I'll be in Oakland. Wait a minute. I said, I'll be in Oakland, California, child, with Suge Knight. Chef, Chef, you're gonna be with Suge and them. Jill says she likes to explore. Okay. Jill says, shoot, I moved out here not knowing a soul. Really, Jill? So was it for work? Like how did you move out to where you are and you were just like not knowing anybody? Did your girls move with you or was it just you? Like did your girls move with you or was it just you? Um, sometimes we have to take a leap. Sometimes we just take a leap. Sometimes it's because of the job. Just look at Fine. Fine, you never know. You might end up living out there in Oakland. Look, Fine gonna be the new top dog down there in Oakland. That tickled me, y'all. He said it's shoot night in them. That's so funny. Yes. Yep, ain't nothing wrong with exploring. Ain't nothing wrong with exploring. Yes, it was me and my children. Okay, Jill. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes we do that. Chef says, yes, Jill, you definitely will have your peace. Yep. You just moved? Really, Jill? You just found the place that you felt you would enjoy living and you just decided to move? Wow. Chef says, I'm gonna be a blood crip. No, I'm definitely cool. So what fun when you move to Oakland, you gotta pick. You gotta pick a struggle. So you gotta pick one fine. Do they make you pick like do they still make you pick like that? They still make you choose? Jill, same here. I moved to Colorado not knowing anybody. Really, Sonya? So, Sonya, was it work or did you just decide to move as well? I don't need to know anyone about loud. Chef finds why they laugh. She got Chef, look, Chef cutting up. Chef said he ain't about to move to no Oakland. He ain't trying to make a, he ain't trying to choose a struggle. Not that type of struggle. Yo, Chef, look, I think that's part of the chef's reason for staying. Chef said, look, he going to work, gonna take advantage of this opportunity, get this experience, but he ain't trying to mix and mingle in Oakland. I don't blame you, Chef. I don't blame you. I understand. I understand. I just hope I just hope you get to experience a little bit. You know, you got to know the area. I had a friend that went to Oakland to work as a traveling medical professional. Actually, she wasn't even a traveling nurse. She was a traveling assistant, traveling nurse's assistant. And y'all, she went out to Oakland and she worked there in one of the roughest neighborhoods out there. And let me tell you, she enjoyed it. Oh, am I back? Y'all, I got a phone call. Y'all know how it is. I get at least one phone call now every time I go live. But she went out to Oakland on a 12-week assignment with an agency. Kind of like fine, but she's in the medical field. So her assignment was 12 weeks, and she went out there and she loved it. Like she did. She loved it. And she guess what? She's made enough money, y'all, till she's moved to California. She doesn't live in Oakland, but she did work in one of the roughest areas of Oakland. Um, and she decided to move out there, not to Oakland, but to California. Look at Chef says and get the hell on. Hubby says, oh, Sonya says, hubby and I decided to make a change. Okay, okay. That's good. I mean, so how long have you guys been out there, Sonya? Was that like, because I know you're retired now. So was that like at least over 20 years ago? Just as I've always moved this way, Lance Pride. That's why I have people all over. Right. I never was afraid to move around. I hear you, Jill. I hear you. So right now, Jill, do you think you're done as far as moving? Like, do you think you're done? Or do you think you would ever move, that there's a possibility that you would ever relocate again? Chef says, wow, Jill, how you like your new area? Jill says, right, Sonya, especially if you're not big on socializing. YouTube broke me out of, okay, okay. They broke you out of your shell of getting to know new people. Okay, okay, so it does. It has some, well, look, that was a good thing. That was a good thing. Jill says, my friends and family always make fun of me. uh, I just can move anywhere and don't know anybody. Why they laugh about that? Why they make fun of you about that? You know what it is? I think it's because they wish they could do it, Jill. I think they wish they could do it too. Sonya says, yes, I moved here in Colorado in 2001. Okay, well, I've been here for 16 years. Chef says, it's a cold state, Sonya. It's always cold. Yes, Chef, that's how I think of Colorado. I think of Colorado as always being cold. But Sonya says it gets, what did you tell us, Sonya? Like the 80s, like maybe low 90s? I'm moving one last time in a few years. Okay, okay, Jill. See, like, I don't know, Jill. So, how many times have you moved or relocated in your adult life? Like, do you not get so attached? I mean, okay, Jill's like, okay, this ain't no interview. But I do have a couple of questions. How many times have you done a big relocation? And of the times you've moved, which one do you think you're most that you like the most? That you like the most? That you enjoyed the most? How many times have you moved? How many times have you done a big move? And which place, which move did you enjoy the most? Jill says, Sonya says, Jill, that was cool. Jill says, it's dead where I am. I'm ready to go. Yeah, I can see Jill being like getting bored. Like I can see, like she said, she doesn't need a lot of people to, to mingle and stuff. But I can see her getting bored. Like Jill said, she does her own thing. She's in her own groove. She makes her own moves. But with Jill's personality, from what she shows us on here, I can see her becoming bored, and I can see her taking having the attitude like, okay, it's boring. It's been boring for so long, and now I've got to go. I got to move. Chef finds why it gets cold here and snow. I have seen it snow in August. Wow. How hot did you tell us it gets there, Sonya? I know you said that it can get hot there. Yeah, Jill, I think that's what it is. I think they make fun of you because they really admire you and wish they could do it. Yes, they do wish they could do it. They make fun of me because I've always kept to because you always keep to yourself. Well, see, I have a cousin just like that. I think I talked about her one time. Like she's sweetest cousin, was raised with me and my siblings like a sister. But and people sometimes say she's so standoffish or she's so whatever. No, she loves who she loves to be around. And other than that, it's just usually her kids and her husband. She doesn't like mingle a lot. As long as her kids are good, as long as her husband is good, as long as she's good, she's good. And even with me and my siblings, even though she was raised with us most of the time, we check in and we love her and she loves us, but we're not like the rest of the family. They always say, "Oh, she doesn't like to come around, or she doesn't like to do this, she doesn't like to do that." That's just her personality. She's just always been that way, and she's that way because she was an only child for like 19 years. I think there's a 19-year age difference between her brother and her. So the only other time she was around kids a lot was when she was with me and my siblings. So she's used to being like a loner. Chef says he loves the snow though. Yes, yes, I love the snow too. Sonya says it'd be nine in the 90s in Colorado. Okay. And in winter it's negative. As D says, the last time I moved to Ferguson, Missouri. Riots broke out too much. So the last time you moved to Missouri, that's the riots broke out like 2 months later. Whoa. Chef says Jill's comfort zone. I'm glad you're meeting people. Yes, 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 yes. See, Jill, you mingle, you mingle. Jill says she's relocated 3 times, but I would say twice because it was two different areas of in Ohio. Okay, and here where I am now. So it's two different areas of Ohio and where you are now. Okay. It gets in the high 90s. Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure. I thought you said the 90s, but I wasn't sure if it was the high 90s or low 90s. Jill says, me too, fine, because I met you guys. See? See? Sonya says, Sugar Daddy, oh wow. Annie says, that's me too. I have a very small circle. Jill says, oh my SD. Uh Sonya says she hibernates. She says, Jill, I hibernate in the winter. I love summertime and fall in Colorado. Here in Colorado. Chef says, yes, Jill. Thank you for that. Makes me feel good. Yes, yes. Riots broke out in your neighborhood? Oh, so you were in the neighborhood where the riots broke out. So, like, what did you do? What did you do, Chef? I mean, Sugar Daddy, what did you do? Jill says, I would too, Sonya, if I was retired. See, I was telling Sonya that yesterday. See, you're retired. Fun, fun, fun. Fun, fun, fun. But no, we also talked about people who retire and then it's like they have to go back to work because they just say that it's nothing to do. They're like, I get a lot of rest because there's nothing to do. I'm retired. And I just wanna do something. Like they wanna move. And some people are like, well, just travel, travel. And when you retire, you can travel, but depending on how much you travel, you don't want to use all your funds. You don't want to use all your funds. You do want to enjoy your funds and you do want to, enjoy them by traveling some, but you also want to make sure that you always keep a little nest egg. So, I understand when some people who retire go back to work. They go back to work just to make a little extra income to support the things that they like to do. Or they just some of them go back to work because they can't sit still. Like it's like they're used to getting up, going to work, and now all of a sudden they don't have to. There's nowhere to go. There's only so much cleaning up you can do. There's only so much cooking you can do. There's only so much of whatever you can do. They've done the job for so long, and now it's just like nothing to do. Jill says, yes, I am thankful to have met a few. Yes, we're thankful. We're definitely thankful to have met you too, Jill. And the thing what I love about Jill, kind of like the same thing, y'all, I think we click for a reason. Because it's kind of like the same thing I like about Chef Finest Wine. Jill is gonna let you know how she feels, and and she's not gonna hold a grudge. And I see so many people on here, and this is why I always say, don't let bother people bother you. You could be the bothered person. Like something could be bothering you. Like we say, try to leave your stuff at work, at work. Try to leave your stuff at home, at home. But sometimes we're human and things just bother us. And what I've noticed about Chef and Jill is that not just me, I've seen other people. You can have, how like we're typing, y'all. We're usually typing. And sometimes we're on panels, but a lot of times not. But you can have a disagreement where a disagreement isn't even there. Jill and Chef, they let you know where they stand and how they feel, but they allow you to let them know how you feel and where you stand too. I think so many people, they don't adult on here. And that's what I love about Jill. That's what I love about Chef. I've seen them talk to people, and it's like it gets a little screwed, a little fuzzy, but they state their opinions or they state where they stand, they state the facts, and they allow you to do the same thing. And that's how stuff get clears up instead of dragged on and on and on and on and on and on and on. That's what I like about them. That's what I really like about them. Because on here we are interacting with each other, and some of us are, truly networking. So how can you do that if you don't even know how to have true, legit conversation? Sonya says her hands are always always full. We were talking about retiring and people getting bored at work today. Yeah, some people say that they get bored and they have to go back. And even if it's not to pick up a full-time gig, sometimes some do that, but for the most part, a lot of them will pick up something on, kind of part-time. Jill says, same here, fine. I can't wait. My mama started working at a warehouse because she says she is bored. At home, her and her husband, who's 70, back. Really? They're back working. But I don't want my mama working at no darn warehouse though. Really? Have you told her, Chef? Or do you feel like have you told her? Or do you just feel like you're not gonna say anything and you're just gonna let her do it until until she's satisfied or until she just wants to stop? Isn't that funny how we can sometimes become the parents? Even though we don't need to be, that situation with Fine said right there. I know a lot of people when I was a teenager, their parents are like, why you want to work so bad? You want to work, you're gonna have time to work. They appreciated the fact that their children, and some people they let their kids work, but some they appreciated the fact that they want to work, but they were like, just let us handle it because you're gonna work and you're gonna start getting bills soon enough. Because I think some people equate work with getting bills and all that. But so I don't. I just see work as saving. It just depends on the situation. But I just knew some parents, some of my friends, they were like, their parents were like, you're gonna work soon enough. Just enjoy yourself. Just have fun. But some people just, they wanted to work. And so that's kind of like your parents still looking out for you, trying to give you a little bit more time to enjoy being, young and just carefree. But at the same time, those same parents, when they get a certain age, it's funny how the script flips. And you're like Chef said, he doesn't want his mom working at a warehouse. But that may bring her joy. Or that may, like she said, she's bored. I told her I'm gonna call the warehouse and tell them to fire. Look at Jill. She said, leave your mama alone. Um, Facts lines for yeah, I just think, it's like they become more like parents. And they start to, look out for us, and they're like, you don't need to do this or you don't need to do that. And look at Annie laughing at Chef. Sugar Dad says, I went to work and protected my family. Yes, yes. I just changed routes and was on call for a month to leave. Okay, okay. But I was worried about my girls at home. It was stressful. Wow. Wow. It sounds stressful. It sounds stressful. Let's see. We can agree to disagree, but we should never be that serious. Exactly, exactly, Jill. Jill says he's overprotective, Jill. I'm a mama's boy. He sure is. He always tells us that too. Yes, it's never that serious, Jill. Yep. It's never that serious. Yeah, yeah, he is a mama's boy. He tells us that all the time. Sonya says warehouse work is hard and put wear and tear on the body. I guess it all depends on what she is doing. Yeah, at a certain age, hard labor is not healthy. Yep, that's what's okay. So Chef says exactly, Sonya. His mom is 63. I have more than told. You have more. I can hear him. I can hear him, y'all. So he made sure. He has made sure to tell her. You know, he told her. Yeah, I know he did. I know he did. Jill, I know he told her, and he ain't hold back either. I bet she'd be like, "Boy, you really think you my daddy? I'm your mama." Yeah, that's how it is sometimes. I'm telling you, it seems like we become the parents, and then they check us. They check us. They put us in check. Jill says, I'm trying to put a stop to it, but them parents be stubborn. Yes, they say you can. They say you came out of me. I didn't come out of you, but we want the best for our parents. Definitely, definitely. It's kind of like I'm telling you, it's kind of like a circle. We get to see it. We see it. The same. That was the same thing for us. They wanted the best for us, and a lot of times we have to remember that a lot of those times where they were saying, don't. We feel the same way they feel now when we say don't or you shouldn't. They feel the same way. Right. Jill says, listen, we all are opinionated people, but we have to respect each other. Exactly. Exactly. And Jill, and even if you do have a spat, you know, I, when you make certain connections with people, like they may not be your blood brother and sister, but usually, I mean, some families have a big strain, but usually you and your sister, you end up talking. You forget about it. Even if you don't forget it, you forget about it and you let it go. And not to say that anybody on here is that close. Some people are, but it's just to say, I always say you come on here to have fun or you come on here to learn something. Excuse me, y'all. You come on here to learn something, or you come on here to teach something, you come on here to be motivational, you come on here to be uplifting, or you come on here to be uplifted. So when you have those little run-ins, don't let that stress you out because that's what it's going to do. It's going to bring stress. It's going to bring stress to you. And I always tell y'all, don't leave this app with more stress than you came with. So even if you do leave here angry, make sure that the next time you come on, you try to just let that anger go. Even when you encounter that person again, if that person isn't ready to let it go, just make sure that you let it go for yourself because you really don't have to live with them. You don't have to deal with them, neither them you. You don't have to sleep with them. You don't have to work with them other than coming on here. So just come on here and try to have some stress relief. Don't try to come on here and get more stress. Come on here and try to have a little stress relief. Sonia says, I feel when you get a certain age, it's time to relax and enjoy life. I get in my 60s, I will find something less stressful. Yeah. Yeah. Cheryl says a few days ago, my mom said every bone in her body was aching, even her hands. It hurt my heart. Oh, Chef, do you think, okay, I know you said she's bored. But do you think she's also working for like another goal? Like maybe there's something she's just, how parents can be sometimes, like I said, they're like us. Do you think that there's something, a goal that she's working towards, something she's working for besides her being bored? Chef says, yep. SD says, my mom is 82. I'm extra aware now, even though we're all in work. Yep, yep. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, like I was saying, like we don't always get along with family. So we're not gonna always get along with people that we encounter in on the World Wide Web. On the World Wide Web. We're not. This web, this web, you're not always gonna get along. It's nice to, and you would like to, but you're not always gonna do that. Jill says, if I ever say something to hurt you guys, please tell me. I never, right, right, right. I never mean to hurt anyone. I just speak firm. Exactly, Jill. And sometimes that's the issue. Sometimes it's just like we always say, it's not even what you say sometimes. Sometimes it's how you say it. And that's even when you're typing. Even when you're typing on the phone or the computer, sometimes it's better. Like I so respect when people say, "Can you just come up and so I can get a more a gist of what you're saying?" Kind of so I can kind of feel out what you're saying because I think that you're thinking I'm taking it the wrong way. And everybody doesn't like to hear the panel, so that's understandable. So I guess the best thing you can do then is just allow them to continue to type in the chat and then just kind of try to figure it out. Just kind of figure it out. Sonia says, my mom is 85. She is chilling out and enjoying herself. That's good. That's good, Sonia. Chef says, SD1, yes, don't play about yours. I know that's right. Okay, I'm telling you. See, Chef gonna get you together. Jill gonna get you together. And I'm just gonna probably just I'm gonna say so much that I'm gonna shut my mouth because I have to try to practice what I preach. And I tell y'all all the time, I might preach certain things, but I'm not just preaching that because that's how I am. I'm not just right just. I say these things to teach myself, to encourage myself to do better and to do right. I don't think there's nothing wrong with encouraging yourself to do better and to do right. I don't think there's nothing wrong with admitting what your flaws are. And I think that's the point where a lot of people haven't gotten to. They haven't gotten to the point of admitting their own, flaws or their own downsides and stuff like that. Some people just aren't ready to admit that. You let some people tell it they do nothing wrong. They do nothing wrong. They're the perfect person. Some people it's just like that. Sonya said, Chef Finest Wine. I understand she wants to do what she wants to do. Okay. And if she like Chef, guess what? Chef, what you say? That's where you came from. So guess what mama gonna do? She gonna do what she wanna do. And then when you stop talking about it, that's when she'll go ahead and probably do what you want her to do. And y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it is. She's hard headed, Chef. Annie says, I come in here to unwind and laugh. Yes, Annie, that's what I'm saying. If nobody's perfect, we all like a little drama. We all like a little comedy. We all like a little, whatever we like. But it comes a time though, sometimes we have to get away from a little bit and just, find the time to relax and, have some fun and just enjoy each other. Just enjoy each other. Like learn things from each other. Like we're all in here right now talking about, you know, things going on with our families without you don't have to go and come on here and be just spill family business and stuff like that. But like what Chef talking about his mom, I think we all can identify with that. Even if we all haven't been in that particular situation, we understand what he's saying. We can definitely identify with what he's saying, just out of the sheer fact that we all love our parents. I hope that we all love our parents. We can definitely identify with what he's saying. Yes, Annie, and I hope you can. I hope you do unwind and laugh when you come in here. Um, Find those I love me some him. See, yeah, yeah. Just don't put the my in front of it. Yeah, Jill. Okay, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got a problem with these folks that be putting my in front of Chef Finest Wine. He already know that though. He know that. Yes, you two got to get it fun again. Yes, Chef says Jill, and I love you more definitely. He loves you more definitely. Always have, always will. Jill says, "Fine, I'm ready for you for us to get." Yeah, yeah, I'm ready for that too. I'm ready for that too. What happened to that? Y'all was cooking. It'd be like 3 or 4 people up there cooking. Yes, y'all definitely need to get back to that. That'll be so much fun. Sonya says, "Chef finds wine. Does she work long hours? I know most warehouse jobs are 8, 10, 12 hours. That's a lot at 60 plus. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Sonya." Jill says, "Oh, guys, I have a poetry contest next month. There will be cash prizes. You have a poetry contest? Come on, Jill. Come on. So, how's it going to be, Jill? Do you have to? Is it kind of like a freestyle, or can you get it together? Can you get your poetry together, and can you read it off? How's your contest going to be?" Chef says, "Okay, Jill. As soon as I come back from my vacation, I definitely will be ready." Yes, we're waiting. We're waiting. Spiky says that's what I work now at a warehouse. You work at a warehouse, Spiky? Okay. How you are you enjoying yourself, Spiky? Yes, Chef. That'll be just like old times. Old times. And we're gonna hold y'all to that. We are not going to let you forget. We're not going to let you forget. Chef says it's 10 hours, Sonya, with that concrete floor. Yes. Bad on your feet, bad on your legs, bad on your back. Yes, yes. I understand, Chef. I understand why you don't want her doing that. Jill, I hope you're a winner. Jill, are you're having the contest, right? Or are you participating in the contest? Last Pride, are you going to join us on some cooking lives? I'll join y'all on the live, but I ain't gonna be cooking. I'll join y'all on the live, but I ain't gonna be cooking. Jill, you know I'm oh, that's why I don't exercise on the live. I do my cool down on here, but because I'm so unorganized. I'm not organized like you and Chef. Y'all are very, very organized. I'll be all over the place. And y'all will be like, where is she? Is she on the camera? I'm like, here I am. I'm right back here to start. I'm putting this on here. I had to go over and give me a little bit of cilantro and some basil. Okay, oh, I forgot to put this out. So y'all got to hold on. I got to run back over here and get this. That's what y'all will hear the whole live. That's what y'all will hear the whole live. Yes, okay, I thought so. So Jill says, Sonya, I'm holding the contest, so I can't enter. Spiky says, hey, Williams. Everybody speaking to Spiky. My mama had an auntie working there with her. Okay, my aunt quit after the third day. She was like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Said they had her all the way. See, she thinking like Chef. See, I know Chef was like, why couldn't you get my mama to see this? Why couldn't you get her to agree? Sonya says she'll find this wine. Bless her heart. I messed my feet up standing on concrete for 10 to 12 hours for 20 years. Oh my goodness. Spike is speaking to everybody. Sonya laughing. Okay, Jill. Yeah, I thought Jill was holding the contest. So Jill, well, first of all, you might not want to even tell us because you may not have put the rules out yet. But have you put the rules out? Sugar Daddy laughing. Jill says, "Law, Sonya, don't scare Fine now. He probably calling his mama right now." I know. Sonya trying to be slick. Sonya helping Chef out. Mama Chef find his wine. You gotta subscribe in here that's helping your son out. Okay, okay. You didn't put okay. Wait a minute, Jill. I forgot that quick. You didn't put the mind in front of it. I was just playing. Y'all know I be just playing. I say that because it sounds good to say. Y'all leave the my off of it. I say that. Yeah, I know folks were saying my before I even met Chef Finest Wine, but I don't care. He's still mine. He's still mine. You know how many people saying that right now? SD1 says my mama do want to be bothered right now. Oh, she don't want to be bothered right now. I think you mean she doesn't. Sugar Daddy. Hey, Joshua. Welcome, Joshua. Welcome to the live. How are you doing, Joshua? Happy Friday. Hope you're getting ready for a great weekend. Yes, I think so too, Chef. Chef says that's going to be an awesome panel. Yes, yes, that contest is going to be great. It's going to be great. So who's into poetry? If you're into poetry, Jill's having the poetry contest. She don't want to be bothered. I thought that's what you meant. Sugar Daddy. Joshua speaking. Everybody speaking back to Joshua. I will have everything laid out next week for the poetry contest. Okay, okay, I got you. I got you. So y'all be sure to check Jill's community wall and to look out in case she does a live explaining it. But be check her out. Check her out. If you're into poetry, she's having a poetry contest, cash prizes. Joshua says, "What's up? Shall find this wine." Jill, are you cooking live tonight? Yes. Are you cooking live, Jill? There's no air circulating in their warehouse. It's burning up in there. Oh my gosh. So you know what, Chef Finest Wine? Sometimes you can make her think it's her idea. You ever heard that before? Sometimes you can make a person think it's their idea. Make her feel like it's her idea to leave, and she'll leave sooner than later. She'll quit that job sooner than later, and maybe she can find something else a little bit more, where she's sitting down, not working as many hours, or at least where she has an opportunity to sit down. Because when you have those warehouse and plant jobs, you can sit down, but it's rare. It's far rare and in between. You have to sit down when they kind of, well, one, when they allow you to, two, when the work allows you to, when they allow you to, and when the work allows you to. Why you say that, Jill? Jill says last Friday you need to be cooking, honey. What? Jill, why you say that? I do like to cook though. I do. I do like to cook. And believe it or not, I haven't always liked to cook. Like I haven't. I truly haven't. Jill says she's not organized either. Am I behind again, y'all? Yes, I am behind. Yes, I be all over the place. Like, okay, let me run and get the cilantro. Let me. Oh, I forgot the lemon juice. Lemon juice is over there. Hey, somebody bring me the so and so. That's me, y'all. Look at Spike, and more like for you younger folks. More like for, for younger folks. More like for younger folks. More like for younger folks. Show ain't Jill. I hope your mom isn't. Look at Sonya. Sonya is gonna. Sonya, the comment. These comments are gonna have Chef. Chef, are you on the phone right now? Are you calling your mother? Sugar Daddy says my feet are bad too. Lots of miles in concrete. I'm telling you, y'all. Sometimes we have to do what we have to do though, to provide for our families. So I definitely understand Chef's point because and then sometimes they have those mats, those rubber mats and stuff. That stuff it only helps so much and only helps for so long. Joshua says my mom is 67, was not too young. Uh, Joshua, you young. How old are you, Joshua? 25, 26? Sugar daddy getting on his mama's nerves. Yep. Welcome back. Welcome back in, Joshua. What happened? Oh, my dad is 78. He passed away at 80. Oh, yes. Condolences. Condolences, Joshua. I just saw that. Chef is going to be one of the judges. Okay. Okay. So Chef is going to be one of the judges for the poetry contest. Joshua says, thanks, Chef. Sonia says, sorry to hear that, Joshua. It on everybody's nerves. Joshua says, thanks, Sonia. Yes, Jill, can't wait. Will you be a judge, Lance Pride? Yes, I will. I will. I will. I love poetry. I do. I love poetry. No air conditioning in the warehouse. That's awful. That's awful. And that's this is 2023. I've heard of that before. I've heard that there, you know what? I've heard also, especially if it's a closed in warehouse where it's enclosed. Now, sometimes some warehouses are open, and even then I think that they should have air, so some type of way, those big 10 fans or something, but some warehouses are open. But if it's a warehouse that's closed in, that's ridiculous that they don't have air. That's crazy. Mm-mm. I'm like Jill, no air. What about the heat? Sonya cut it out. See, I know she gonna have Chef on the phone. Jill's comfort zone for 54 years. Let her tell it. You got on your mama's nerves for 54 years. It's cold. Oh, okay. So Spiky, that's good. Spiky says that it's cold where she works. It's a cooler. Yes, I'd much rather work in a cold warehouse than a hot one. Because you can always dress, you can always layer up. You can always layer up. I hate to hear that, Joshua. I hate to hear that. Exactly. Now you see how I feel, Jill. My mom is 63, child. We know. I totally understand, Chef. I do. She'll says, yes, I see now. Fine. Yeah. Joshua says, nope, laugh out loud. I'm 32. Okay. Okay. What did I say? 25, 26? I look early 20s. Um, I'd be okay with her working there if there was air. Yeah, definitely, definitely. So I didn't know there was no air. I didn't catch that part. I might have missed it. But yes, it's definitely no fun to work in a place where there's no air. It's no fun to work in a place where there's no heat either. Like Spiky says, she works and it's cold, but at least you can layer up. You can layer up. Jill says, "Son, you're gonna have fine with high blood pressure after this live. Breathe, bro. Breathe." Joshua says he eats right. No, he uses water, no junk food and alcohol. Finds laughing. I got blood pressure meds on deck. See what I'm talking about? We give them headaches when we're young, and as we grow up and as we start to mature and get older, then the parents give us. See, they take us, they do us the same way we did them. That is good, Chef. That is good. Joshua says no, no junk food, no alcohol. He eats right. That's good. And Sonya says, Jill, I'm not trying to. Sugar Daddy says, I worked in a warehouse loading dock once. 115 degrees in summer, 10 below in the winter. No fun. Oh my goodness. No, definitely no fun. Two extremes, from one extreme to another. Jill says, I know you do fine. Shoot, warm and cool outside. Joshua says, my weather was warm and cool outside. I know Sonya, like Sonya, I'm like Sonya gonna have him spazzing out. Yep, Saturday fall begins tomorrow. Jill says, but honey, you got me over here sweating. Maybe it's the wine. Maybe it's the wine. I love it when Jill says, look, y'all, I'm about to get me a glass of wine. Chef says, okay, y'all, headed to pick up my friend from work and drop them off. Talk to you later. Thank you, Chef. Thank you. Talk to you later. Thank you so much for coming to this live. And again, hopefully your mom will find, and help her, like kind of look for something else a little bit less strenuous, a little bit, easier to do. And also kind of put stuff out to her in the atmosphere to make her feel like it's her opinion that she needs to get something different. See what your aunt did. Your aunt said they had her up, and she wasn't playing. I bet you she'll not like you too, fine. But Mama said she's trying to hang in there. So we got to make Mama feel like it's, her idea to come up, with something else, and we're gonna find her something else to do. That's maybe 6 to 8 hours a day, maybe even 4, maybe 3 to 4 days a week. She can get up and down as she chooses, not all that standing on that concrete. So we're gonna find a way to make her think it's her idea to do that. Joshua says, take care, Chef. Sugar Daddy says, bye bye. Enjoy your night, fine. Love you. Have a great night. Everybody says, see you later. I'm gonna get off here too, guys. I'm gonna get off here too. I have thoroughly enjoyed you guys. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Tongue tied, thoroughly endured. I switched thoroughly up with enjoy and said thoroughly endured. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? We got to laugh at ourselves sometimes. I have thoroughly enjoyed you guys. Sometimes you just have to slow it down. Thoroughly enjoyed. Slow it down. Sometimes the mind goes faster than the tongues. And that's why you oftentimes have to watch what you say. Make sure that you get yourself together when you're having some of those rough conversations or those intense, those heated conversations. Watch what you say, because when that mind and tongue get off track from each other, it can be funny like just then, but it can be something else too. I'll tell y'all, it can be something else. Annie says later she'll find his wine. Hopefully I will see fall trees starting. Joshua is waiting on those fall colors, y'all. He's waiting for those leaves to change colors. Y'all both too stubborn, sugar daddy. Look, somebody gotta give. Somebody gotta give. And I'm not sure which one of y'all is gonna be at your ages, but I think it might be you. I'm telling you, Sonya, I said I took who takes thoroughly and enjoyed and make them a word. Oh, Annie says this was sad for me because my mom passed 2 years ago. I understand, Sonya. Annie. It's sad for me a lot of times too. You never get over that. My mom passed away 9 years ago now. And each year it was just like I felt like I was saying it seemed just like yesterday. And now it's been 9 years, and it's still sad. Saddens me. It'll always sadden me, especially when you're having conversations with other people about their mothers. Um, I don't, in my opinion, I haven't gotten over it, but you learn to live with it because you know that they would want you you know, to live with it. But it really does sadden me. It makes me feel good, like, just to see how Fine is looking out for his mother, to see how Sugar Daddy says his mother is 85 years old. So it makes me feel good to see people and hear people talk about their moms, but it also does sadden me as well. I just and you know something, a lot of times we give each other advice, but that's just something I don't know. I don't even know a lot of times what to say to people because you never want your advice to sound, I don't know, you just don't want it to sound wrong. You don't want it to sound as if like I know you're going to get over it because you can't say that. Some people never get over it. I'm not over it. I don't feel like I'll ever get over it. It's a part of I'm a part of her. She'll always be a part of you and your children. just as your grandmother, you're a part of of your grandmother, but it's it's never easy. That conversation for me is never easy because people, it's hard for people to hear you'll get over it because I truly don't think that's the case. I just think you get to a point where you can live with it because you know that that's what they would want, and you don't have a choice but to live with it. So you have to find a way to live, with it. And sometimes these conversations can help, but they also can make you sad at the same time. And so that's why it's like people say, always rely on the memories. Um, don't focus on the bad things. Some people never had an argument with their parents, but most of us have had ups and downs. I used to find myself thinking, I should have never said this or I should have never done that. We're human. And even though there are times when you had ups and downs, that was the one thing that was always constant was my love for my mother. And I think that's with everybody. The one thing that's always constant and it's the love that you have for your parent. Even people who feel like their parents didn't love them the way they wanted to be loved. It's something about it. You always have a bond, a connection, whether they're still here in the physical realm or not. It's just kind of like I think talked about this when I said even when little kids are abused, if they feel like you're about to take them from their mom or their dad, what do? They cling onto their legs. So there's always going to be a love there, even though they want to be treated better, even though the parent may scare the heck out of them. If you have any connection to at all, if you're around your parent at all, there's always going to be a part of you that loves them because you're the baby, you're the child, and you want to be loved, even if you feel like you aren't getting that love. So when we lose our parents, no matter what the relationships were, I think most of us don't feel the same. We never feel the same. Sonia says, I feel you, Lion's Pride. I type fast and talk fast too. Yep, yep. I do. Sometimes you're just thinking, thinking, thinking. Josh was speaking to Annie. Annie says, hello, sugar daddy. That's why I keep giving. Yes, yes. Jill says, praying, Annie, my dad has passed. Gone 4 years now, still dealing with it. Yes, I think we will always deal with it. Y'all, I do. Annie says, yes, I'm happy for Chef. It takes time. It's a healing process. Annie says, yes, Jill, praying. Joshua says, my grandma and grandpa passed away for many years before and after I was born. Yeah, it's something I don't think you get over it. I just think you learn to cherish the memories and just to focus on the good and just knowing that that's a love that even though you have children, the love that you have for your parents is very unique. There's nothing like it. Just like the love your children have for you as their parent is very unique. It's nothing like it. Jill says you will have your ups and downs. That's normal. Just know that you are loved and blessed with each day. Yes, you rise. Exactly, Jill. Sugar Dad says, I mended fences with my dad before he passed. It was a blessing. Yes, yes. I'm so glad that you did. I'm glad that you did. Sugar Daddy. Sonia says, I'm thankful I still have my mom. She is 85. Yes, that is a blessing. It's truly a blessing, Sonia. It really is. Jill, I says, I lost my sister in 1995 and still have my days, huh? Yeah, yeah, you will have your day. And even like we were talking about parents, but like Jill just said, her sister, even with siblings, it's a different kind of love. Even though I said you never have have the love for your parent is unique. Um, I think we all feel it. It's just unique. Whatever the ups and downs, whatever it is, even if you felt like you were the black sheep, there's still something. There's a love component. Sometimes people may say they don't love their parents. I just feel like, I can't speak for them, but I just honestly in my heart hope that maybe they don't love them right then, or they just think they don't love them because they feel like they've been treated differently. Even people who have received, like our parents love us all differently. You could have, if you're an only child, you're going to have a certain type of love. If you're a child amongst five, sometimes you're going to feel like you're not loved the most. And some people will even tell you, I feel like I was the favorite. So sometimes, and then you have those kind of. I think my parents loved us all. We were just different. Some people can really attest to that, and they really, they feel that. But it doesn't matter where you feel. But I won't say it doesn't matter where you. feel that the love was. I just feel like parents do love us. And when I say it doesn't matter, I mean, sometimes, especially if you have siblings, it's your personality. Parents have to love you according to your personality. Of course, the love is there naturally, but as they start to raise us and we all have our own little personalities, the love is according to your personality or the way it's shown. I'll put it that way. The way the love is shown is reflective of your personality most times and of theirs as well as parents. But when you're talking about raising children, because like I baby the youngest one because they allow me to. Now, if she didn't allow me to, like the other ones don't, then I wouldn't baby her. You know what I'm saying? So to the outside world, it may seem like, oh, she's her favorite. She's her favorite. No, never. I could never have a favorite. I could love in a different way or for different reasons, different ways due to different reasons, but I could never ever have a favorite at all with kids, with my kids. I couldn't. So, sometimes it may seem like you may have a sister or brother that stays in trouble all the time. And mom and dad are always, always, always trying to help them out, trying to bail them out. And that being the case, sometimes a sibling can become resentful, like she never has time for me because it's always this with him or her. But best believe most of the times, if you were to become that one that gets in trouble like that, they're gonna do you the same way. They're gonna do you the same way. Yeah, you learn to adapt, Jill. Exactly. That's exactly right. You learn to adapt. You just have to know, yes, they will want you to live your life and not miss a yes, yes. Yep, yep. They would want you to live on and be you and be that part of them that's still in you. Sonia says, I lost my older sister in May of this year. Yeah, I remember you telling us that, Sonia. Yeah, because you went out of town for a little while. It still hurts so bad. I'm still not okay. Yeah, I remember you telling us that. Joshua says, just pray for our families. Yeah, just pray for our families. That's what we have to do. We have to pray for our families. We have to pray for our families. We have to pray for ourselves because you want to be, strong. Sometimes you become the matriarch or patriarch of your family and you don't even realize it until you actually are. Sometimes you become the matriarch or the patriarch of your family and you don't even realize it until you are. And most parents, most mothers, especially, not saying the fathers don't, but I'm just saying as mothers, you already feel like you have got to be there for everything, to try your best to help with everything. You know that sometimes you overcrowd and sometimes your opinion may not be the opinion that they would like, but in your heart, you know that the goal is to always, always, like in basketball, you're going to always be there to assist. You want to be that assist. You want to be what Pippen was to Jordan. You want to always be that assist. You want to be, oh, you always want to be there. You want to be there. And sometimes you need the assist. So sometimes you need the assist. And a lot of times you don't want to say that to your family because you want to seem strong. You don't want to feel like you can't handle things. But that's why I say, sometimes social media should be that place. It should be if you're feeling overwhelmed and there are things that you don't want to, talk about. Sometimes you don't really even have to talk about them. You just come into a chat that's having a good conversation, with the chat members, with the content creator. And sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes you just need a diversion to get your mind off of the things that are going on. And sometimes that in itself will provide a perspective that you never knew you would get from that chat. So that's why I say try to come on here. Never leave with more stress than you came with. In fact, try to leave de-stressed. Try to leave this out with less stress. You know, if you find yourself in a stressful situation, get out of it. Try to leave it with less stress. And you can oftentimes come on here and talk and just have conversation. And it can kind of help you out with the things that are going on in your day-to-day life. Sugar Daddy says, time heals all wounds. Never forget them. Sonia says, Joshua, amen. Yes, yes, praying for everyone's families. Um, Praying for those who have lost a parent or both parents to just hold strong to the fact that They still, a part of them is still here. Sometimes I bet you find yourself thinking the way your mother or father thought. And the way you know that is because you find yourself sometimes doing the things that you may have laughed at them about, chuckled at them about, or had conversations with your siblings or other family members and said, "You know how mama is." And then you find yourself doing something and you're like, "That's how mama was." You know how daddy is. And you find yourself doing something saying, "That's how daddy was." Jill says, "Amen, sugar daddy." Annie's got hearts. Joshua says, "Yes, Sonia, God is good. God is good. Yes, he is, Joshua. God is good. He's a healer, he's a waymaker, and he's the one that when you can't confide in anybody else, you can confide in him. You may feel like you're talking to yourself, but keep talking. Just keep talking, keep talking, keep talking. Just focus on your family to take care, not hating each other. It's about love. Yes, that's true, Joshua. That's definitely true. Oh, I feel a little sad now. Like I do, because I truly understand what Annie means. I do. Sometimes there are some conversations I have to kind of, not all the time. And that's when it's that you're getting a little bit better with dealing with it. But sometimes it can just be out of the blue. Like it can be you're sitting in your recliner, watching TV or doing whatever. You could be strolling through social media and it just hits you, you know? It just hits you. So it'll always be there, sometimes more so than others. Just like Sonya said with her sister, when you lose a sibling, that's a loss that's totally unique as well. And oftentimes it just depends on the circumstances, how things happen, when they happen. And it's just like that's like a whole life, y'all. That's like a whole life. I'm just gonna be honest. That's a whole life where I think it can be a therapeutic life where people just come on who lost maybe a parent or not just a parent, but someone that they love a lot, and just tell people what they do to get through, how they got through, how they are getting through, where they feel like that, where they are now. How do they feel about it now? Sometimes you just have to kind of talk to strangers or talk to people that you don't talk to on a daily basis. Like none of us here are strangers now. So, but most of us have never met in person, but we still have a connection where we can console each other. We have a connection where we can provide empathy to one another and we can console one another. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Sonya says all the time, Joshua. Sugar Dad says facts. That's a whole lie for me. It is. I truly think that's a whole lie. Sonya says I talked to a therapist. Good, Sonya. That's good, and it's good that you can admit that because a lot of times that's where the issue itself comes into play. A lot of times we need to talk to a therapist, and we don't want to because we feel like we're supposed to be stronger than that, or we feel like it's something to be ashamed of to talk to a therapist, and it's not. It's not. Jill says, "Yes, I don't want to feel sad." Exactly. Exactly. You don't want to, and what helps get me through it is knowing that they don't want you to. Knowing that they don't want you to. Jill says, "Just know that we have life and are blessed." Yes, our loved ones wants to see you. Yes, because they say those who have gone on, they still know what we're doing. I don't, not to get into anybody's beliefs or anything, but I've often heard that they've gone on. They're no longer here suffering and going through the things of the worldly things, that happen in this world, but they know what we're doing and they don't want us to just give up, because I know sometimes that's how people feel. They just want to give up. Therapy is a good thing, right, Jill? It's a good thing, but it's okay to mourn. Yes, you have to, because if you don't, you're just gonna keep it takes a lot. It takes a lot. If you don't mourn, it takes a lot longer 'Cause like I feel like I'll never get over it, but if I hadn't mourned, you just don't know. You just don't know. You're just filled with all these emotions and all this stress. Sonya says, because I talk to a therapist doesn't mean I don't believe in God. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what? I could see somebody saying that, like, because I've often heard people say, "Well, if you believe in God, why would you do this? Or if God is real, why would He let this or allow this to happen?" God gives us free will, and God gives us five senses, in addition to common sense and natural born God-given sense, just natural sense. To me, there's a such thing as natural sense. Of course, we have common sense. If you touch the stove, you know not to touch it again. You get that because of common sense. Now you had that experience. Some sense is just natural. It just comes naturally. Even if you never called a baby needs nurturing, right? But even if you never called that baby's name or called them by name, but you took care of them, even if you weren't a great caregiver, but you did take care of them, the natural thing for that baby to do once he or she holds her head up is going to be to look to you. So we have five senses plus common sense plus natural born God given sense. And sometimes God tells us, okay, you need some help. And He allows you to know that you need help. Like some people won't take medicine because they say, well, if you got high blood pressure, for example, if you have this or you have that, why take medicine if you believe in God? Because God has given you the sense to know to do the things that you need to do for yourself. That's the way I look at that. You know, he's giving you that. He's giving you that. So utilize it. He's giving you free will. Utilize it. Jill says, I have a therapist and talk to God all the time. See? Exactly. Tony says, yes, I heard it so many times. Right, right. Yeah, people say that. People say that. But the thing about it is you're strong enough not to let that impact your belief. Your belief. I get so annoyed when I see people on here. And most of the times those people are negative. They're negative because who am I to knock what the next person believes? I may feel like it's strange. I may wonder why, but who am I to knock it? I don't know their life's experiences. I don't know what they've been told. I don't know what they've been taught. Science says, I agree with you, Lion's Pride. Yes, I don't, I mean, God gives us senses, like five of them at least. But we do have common sense and we have natural sense. And sometimes you rely on those. You rely on those. You're observant for a reason. Some people aren't as observant as others, but you know, common sense and natural sense, they both get you a long way. Sonia says, Jill, it feels good to know you are not alone. Yes. Yep. Yep. It does. And not so much in the fact that someone is in your situation or has been in your situation, but just knowing that that can be someone's there that should be able to have some empathy for you. Because even if a therapist themselves haven't been in the situation that they're counseling you on, I'm sure they've seen many other people who have. So not only are they trained, as far as the book goes, with the books. But if they've been doing their jobs for at least a year, they've probably seen some of everything. And a lot of times they've seen some of what you're going through. I have thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. Look at there, y'all. Look at there. See, said nothing ran together. Nothing ran together. The last time I said thoroughly, I said thoroughly because I was talking about enjoy. And I just said the same thing. See, when you slow down and you don't talk as fast, sometimes that's all it takes. But I wish y'all peace, positivity, and prosperity. I wish peace to any and everybody who comes across this video, y'all. If you come across this video and you have not subscribed or across this live, you have not subscribed, please do so. Consider doing so and holding down my doorbell, better known as that YouTube notification bell, so that you'll know the next time I go live or upload a short. The short could be food, it could be animals, it could be anything. You can make a short out of anything. If you want to start a channel, just start with the shorts. You can make a short out of anything. So y'all be good. Don't let bother people bother you. And I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk Live. Who's going live? Are you going live, Jill? See, I truly appreciate spending time with you all, and we appreciate you too. I really, really do. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I truly, truly do. Thank you, Jill. Great live. She says, absolutely, Sonya. Have an amazing weekend, everyone. Yes, you guys have an amazing weekend. And we're going to start next week off with a new Monday, a new week, a new day, fresh and ready to go. Annie says, great live. Thank you, Annie. Thank you. I so appreciate you for coming into the live. I appreciate, again, each and every one of you guys for your support. And if you are a content creator, watch my community wall. I try to give shout outs to content creators. That's my way of trying to show some support on a regular basis. So if I missed you on one, I'll catch you on the other one. But just watch it and look for the mentions, and you'll see your name. All right, Sugar Daddy Bro. I'll see you later. Jill says, I was going to go live. I have to get my spirits back up. You're going to do it, Jill. We're waiting on you. We're waiting on you. Go live, go live, go live. If you don't, we'll understand and we'll see you when you do. Go live. We're going to be looking out for you. And if I miss it, I'll definitely catch the replay. Y'all go over there and hit your bell to make sure Jill is going to go live. She said she has to get her spirits back up. So hopefully she goes live tonight. But if not, make sure that bell, make sure you are subscribed and you tap that bell so that you'll be notified when she does. Annie says, great weekend, everyone. Sonia says, same to everyone in the live. Have a great weekend. Yes, y'all. And we will see you guys later. Y'all have a great weekend. Stress-free weekend. Get some me time in. Get some me time in. Go and do something for yourselves. Go and do something for yourselves. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Even if it's just for 30 minutes to an hour, go and spend some time with you. Bye, y'all.